Bound by fate, drawn by duty, or chased by fear, 6 souls band together to take up arms against the wrath of the Dragon Queen. When the chains of Avernus tighten, one soul claws for freedom, fleeing the ember-lit gaze of a fallen angel who would see them kneel once more. From the shifting mists of the Feywild, a hunter steps forward, guided by whispers of worms and prophecy, tasked with severing the heads of a cult that would wake a god. Once a brilliant inventor, an artificer helped create steel nightmares. Now, burdened by guilt, he is determined to dismantle his greatest mistake. In the shadow of noble halls, a man reborn walks a perilous path, his body reshaped by an elder horror, his mind defying the hunger that should consume him. Marked by twisted hands of the Coven, a wanderer treads carefully, ever watchful for the eyes that seek to claim what was promised. A passionate painter with a thirst for greatness, this resourceful thief is always staying one step ahead of the undoubted dozens of consequences on her heels. From the pirate port city of Luskan to the sewers of Baldur's Gate, no nook or cranny is too lowly to find inspiration in. And as their journey continues, so too does the stirring of forces that would see them broken, or worse, bound. Hello and good evening, everyone. I have to hit an unmute key every time we get to a live scene, because plugins are fun. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shadows over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel D&D campaign to the award-winning video game Baldur's Gate 3. At this point, it's episode 51. I'm going to say it one more time, but if you have not finished the game and don't want spoilers, this is a show quite literally taking place afterwards, so there's probably going to be some spoilers that do end up coming through. It's just the nature of the game. If you have finished it or are here for the vibes anyway, welcome. Before we begin tonight's adventure into the Feywild, I want to give it to our incredible cast. Let them know who you are, incredible cast.
I don't know why I was expecting you to say more, so I was not ready to say, hi, I'm Lauren Urban.
And also let them know.
Yeah, where they can find me. Hi, I'm a person. You can find me on the internets. I'm Lauren Urban, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. Tonight, I'm playing Udazesh, the ranger/rogue, who is actually excited to maybe get the chance to show everybody what she actually likes to do when she's in the Feywild.
Hello, friends. My name is Omega Jones, also known as Critbot across all social media channels. My pronouns are he and they. I play Leopold Guthmere, our resident Illithid scion, who, contrary to Udazash here, does not want to show what happens in to an Illithid in the Feywild, but will if things, become knuckin' and bucking for us. Otherwise, I can't say excited, is willing to be here as long as need be for the sake of his family, his friends. I don't think he calls them family yet. I gotta be fair there. His very close friends, at the very least. And yeah.
Howdy, I'm Meadow, she, they pronouns. You may know me as Howdy Love Darlin around the internet, and I play Anaya, who has a very long name, and she is our resident artist, also known as Bard, and has other stuff going on, and all those things are fine and normal, and she's excited about the Feywild for one reason: it's beautiful. She wants to paint it and sketch it, and I think this may be one of the most inspirational places she's ever been, and I think she should be far more creeped out than she is. So we'll see if that changes.
I am not even remotely surprised by that. Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they, and here now tonight I am playing our celestial warlock, Hexblood, Winifred Fithiok, who has returned to the Feywild in spite of the fact that there are things in the Feywild hunting her. But for the first time in a very long time, she has decided she's intending to hunt them back.
Also, Laura, can you check chat real quick? Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Hell yeah. Hi, I am Tony Rodriguez, aka the Encounter Smith on the internet. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Basu Brightbolt, our resident artificer, who is too curious for his own good. Curious enough that his feelings on exploring the Feywild have been turning around a little bit. He's getting a little more excited, a little less nervous, and he's wanting to help his friends out. Off to you, Cujo. PJ does that. And
I know. Hello, everyone. No. We are missing our beloved PJ tonight. We're sending them all the love. Real life is a thing. So, PJ, we love you. Be nice to yourself. And I am Cujo. I am your resident chronicler for this evening, in which I play everyone else. So, when we last left our second chances, having just left a rather difficult conversation with Queen Mab, who had arranged a deal, find Reinhardt, the golden dragonborn responsible for ferrying Feywild plants into the material plane, and eliminate him and be returned back to the material plane at the very moment that you had been transported. In return, rather, as a part of said deal, Udazash would not be allowed to return to the Feywild. But they had encountered an individual who had offered a space for them to rest, free of charge, which is somewhat, up to this point, unheard of in the Feywild. But you all managed to find a little bit of rest, come to some conclusions about your quest, the reason these Feywild plants were of such important need for the Cult of the Dragon, and may have tested one out on Leopold, and therefore made a decision. Winifred, having been hunted by the Redteeth Coven for a very long time, in that their ritual to transform Winifred into a full night hag not having been completed, the question arrived: would they go straight for Reinhardt? Or would they go after the very hags that seem to be tracking our beloved Winifred? And thus a decision was made that instead of running, Winifred was going to stand and fight. Now we did chat about this beforehand. I just do want to do a quick little check because our beloved Anaya was not here. Anaya, is there anything before taking your long rest that you wish to do outside of what you have messaged me as a surprise for later?
No.
It's a good surprise.
I believe that the sketching and the art is very up her alley, and that's what she'll be doing.
Okay, cool. Also, enjoy new background music, everybody. I had some fun on Epidemic Sound. So, you all find rest. And it's always a little unnerving resting in an area that we are very unfamiliar with, this being Fae. It's an emotion-based land. And here is the perfect moment between daytime and nighttime. You are in perpetual twilight in this area, and yet you find the most comforting rest that you have in quite some time. Everybody is going to obviously get their long rest benefits and also take 10 temporary HP.
I have to ask because I know that do they still have that ability?
They do.
Heard. Um,
Good question.
how does that stack with that or no?
I'll say it stacks with it.
Thank you.
Anaya. And then how much is it from Winnie?
12.
So 22. Thank you.
22. Cool. Sweet. Thank you.
All right. Well, as you all awaken, you know the ingredients you will need for your, I believe it's Hag's Bane, as you so eloquently called it.
Mhm.
But what happens next, my second chances?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make the call that Winnie probably gets up pretty darn early. Potentially the first one awake. And she's actually going to seek out their host.
All right. You don't have to look far, but you do sort of peer out into the wilderness around you. And even though the sun remains where it was when you had slept, you can see not too far off a smaller campfire with a smaller tent and one individual seated on a stump, just sort of poking at the fire, making sure that everything is in order. But they will sort of gently look up and recognize they're being watched and just sort of give a wave.
Winnie will nod in return, and she will approach with a small tin in hand, and just say simply, "We appreciate your hospitality. I do apologize for our hesitation."
Oh, no apologies needed. I know what lands we currently walk, and I know how things typically work here, and I understand, especially considering I believe I know where you came from, and they gesture to that frozen tree in the distance.
Yes. Capricious as always, the Winter Court.
Yes, well.
Winnie will set down this small tin as a token of thanks. I understand you said no return necessary, but it wouldn't feel right on me.
Well, that's very nice of you. I would hate to insult you by refusing such a gesture. They'll reach out and take the tin. What is inside?
Is one of Winifred's tea blends.
Oh,
Is oolong, green tea, and bits of dried fruit.
they take out one of the bits of dried fruit. What is that? Is this material plane?
Aye.
Well, if you ever find need of rest when you're in these lands again, I'll just sort of always be willing to provide. If you provide me with wonderful tea, thank you. It's very nice of you.
It's much appreciated. Thank you.
Well, just tread carefully. I believe you know these lands and how easy it is to get lost.
I'm not sure what it is that you've seen recently, but there's a coven roaming these parts. Or perhaps nearby. You heard word of them recently.
Your passive insight is enough that the moment you say coven, their warm and gentle body language shifts, and they're a little uneasy.
Done wrong. Why? Well, Winnie will nod. You can't miss the Elder Cross.
Yes. I am aware of who they are. And I am aware of some of their more recent dealings.
The last I encountered them was somewhere between autumn and winter.
Yes, well, they do exist somewhere in between. However, I think they are crafty enough to have removed the specific location from memory. So,
Oh, that sounds like them.
if you intend to go after them, I would ask a favor. Not a favor, just a favor.
Which is?
They took someone. Someone very dear to me. Who... I will be the foolish romantic and say, the anchor for me while I have been here. And I haven't seen them in some time. And if you intend to go after them, I would ask if you could also keep an eye out.
Who? What do they look like? What do you call them?
They're, the name is Seabold. It was a strange name that they took when they visited the material plane and where we had met. But they were... You would know them to be an Eladrin. And he is hard to miss. His smile, hopefully, will still be there.
I will do what I can.
Thank you. And truth be told, if you want to know why I'm offering this camp to everybody free of charge, it's because I still don't quite understand how it works here. But I found this small space that nobody else has come upon. So this has been where I have been for some time.
With that knowledge, I think Winnie will remind their friend of the general laws of deals and dealings and promises and favors. Just a little refresher in the hopes that they may remain here and not potentially be dragged off by someone else.
They will say, thank you. Truth be told, the reason I was so quick to offer to you all, well, some of you don't exactly, I say this with respect, fit the description of what a typical Fey denizen behaves like. So I suppose I sort of leapt at the opportunity.
Noble. Potentially foolish.
I figured I would try and do something nice.
Out of curiosity, have you seen you seen any starfall ponds nearby?
I don't typically venture away from camp too much, but in my attempt to find some place that I could sort of dwell, I did find one. Don't quite know distance here, but it was in that direction, through the trees. And they're pointing sort of right along that border between winter and autumn.
Very well. We appreciate your help and your hospitality. I imagine we'll probably be moving on soon.
Understood. Well, if you have need of rest, hopefully you'll come back.
Well met.
Well met.
Winnie will return to camp.
Okay.
You'll find Udazash is also already up, but she is found a patch of grass nearby and is laying in it, looking up at the sky. And she's almost doing what would be snow angels, except in the grass, very, very slowly, and kind of giggling. I forgot how nice this was. Oh.
I think Winnie flops down sort of on the other side of Udazash, so their heads are like parallel.
Good. Good sleep? Did you sleep? I slept so good.
Yes. And she slips into Sylvan without even thinking about it.
Oh, I've missed this grass so much.
There's really nothing like it. It doesn't smell like anything on the material plane. It doesn't feel like anything on the material plane.
No, and it doesn't tickle the same way on the material plane. And you don't hear it sing the same way. Like, none of the grass sings. I had a small child once try to teach me about, like, putting a piece of grass between your thumbs and, like, blowing through it to make it whistle. And that was kind of nice, but it's not the same.
Oh.
I think you were talking to our host?
Yes. It seems the Coven may be on the move, but still potentially somewhere between the border of autumn and winter. And they have someone.
Udazash slips out of Sylvan. Is this information we should tell everybody? It sounds like maybe this is information for everybody. Probably don't want to tell it twice. Probably should tell everybody.
I think so. They offered respite when they didn't have to, when it is frankly dangerous to do so.
I know.
So, at the very least, I thought we could do them a kindness if we survive.
Oh, we will. Absolutely. We've survived everything so far. So we will. And this sounds like a much better recompense than the book that I kind of hid in the camp. I couldn't think of anything else to leave, so this makes much more sense.
I gave them some tea as well.
Oh, that's very nice. I was thinking of leaving them one of my daggers, but I felt like that might be more of a threat.
It's vaguely threatening. I understand where you're coming from on that, but that's vaguely threatening.
Yeah, then I don't really have like a good piece of paper to leave a note, so I'm like, the book. Books are always good.
Well, speaking of tea, I think I'm gonna try and get something started as folks are getting up.
Yeah, let's go do tea and tell everybody what you have learned so that you only have to tell it once.
When he's gonna get up and start stoking the fire, and put the kettle on. The tea smells of lavender and roses and that delicious, like dark malty smell of like a good Irish breakfast tea.
Cujo, in this area that we were given, what did we sleep on?
So this whole camp is kind of stocked the fuck up. There were sort of large cots set aside for everybody that were surprisingly very comfortable. There were also just large pillows, or for those who enjoyed sleeping amongst nature, there were some what looked like nicer sleeping bags made of velvet sort of material. But this tent was very large enough that you all could fit comfortably under it without issue.
Wonderful. Because two things. One, that cot most likely is currently floating off the ground like 5 feet. And Leo is kind of tossing and turning in the sleep. Leo, at first, is the illithid form that we have come to know as his true form, unfortunately. But then there's a blink, and you see that he is human Leo. There's a blink, and you can see he's in that in-between facade that he modeled together from Udazash, Winnie, and Marcus, that kind of new normal that he tried to put upon him. He's just not really in full control. This world is starting to slightly, not eat away at his psyche, but just, what's the word I'm looking for? Just get under the armor a little bit. And it's once he realizes, we didn't really realize anything, when he wakes up and realizes that he's floating slightly, the bed falls. And he's back in his illithid form. Okay.
Good morning.
Hello. Did you sleep?
No.
He almost like gets up immediately, looking at Anaya.
No, I promise. And she'll flip through her sketchbook and you'll see it's like almost full at this point. Not a wink. And boy, do I feel feelings about it. But I couldn't risk. Well, you look like you were having a terrible nightmare.
I know. If I do, I can't remember it. If I did, I just, I don't know. I can't really settle in here.
I don't think this is a place for settling.
It can be for those who are from this world, I guess.
I meant the camp.
Oh. Well, again, to each their own. I don't usually do the natural world. I think just somewhere in the distance you hear a page flip and some writing.
I sense a disturbance.
But I will make do. I've adventured more than I ever thought I would with all of this. But I will be okay as soon as we deal with the coven and the person and anything else that we need to do. How are you? Your drawings aren't made of blood.
No, charcoal, actually. I was able to just draw, and it was wonderful. And I overheard that the grass sings, which I cannot draw, but might help you with your restlessness. You were quite restless. I won't tell, but you were like this.
Cujo.
In your sleep.
Anaya said It was just charcoal, and it was wonderful. Is that a true statement?
Make me a perception check. Actually, no, make me an insight check. What am I talking about? Anaya, make me either your choice of a persuasion or a deception check. Do not tell me which.
Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, that's bad. Okay.
I did get a 23.
I got a less than that. You would know that it is all charcoal, and it got less wonderful over the course of the night. Do you know what I mean? Like it, it was not as satisfying.
And that's why he asked. That's why he looked. I'm like, I think I've been around enough to know. He will kind of get up a little bit, looking over to where Basso might be just for a moment before looking back to Anaya. I can smell the brewing happening from the campfire. Serious question. Oh, sorry. Good. No, go ahead. No. You join the conversation. Get in here.
Basu is just on the outskirt of camp as you guys are all waking up, and he's using his mechanical arm to just throw some of his stuff straight up into the air and watches it fall and hits the ground. And he takes down notes trying to compare if gravity is different from the Feywild to the material plane. He's just like exploring and doing tests around his immediate surroundings.
God, I love Basu so much.
I do too.
Nerd.
Just throwing a wrench in the sky. Just like, ooh.
I
So
think
it's
he's
mostly
going
the
to
same.
figure it out.
Yeah, just kind of watching that. At least his will isn't broken. That's what Leo's thinking when it comes to Basu. Always forever trying to learn and understand. But he will look back to Anaya. Serious question, because you seem to have experienced something different from us, and we didn't really get to unpack that. Your vision.
Yes, this is true. It is difficult for me to do these things with you, you see. I don't want to disappoint you, Leo. I find your opinion valuable. And it meant the world to me that you let me into your mind with everyone and trusted me with that. No one's ever done that before. And the vision I saw was terrible. I was a monster. Like a real one. But not like, oh, I'm hurting people with my hands. I was a creature. That was not me. And I had slaughtered everyone. No one was living. I couldn't find the art in it. And it was devastating. I do not wish to be a creature.
Then I'll ask you a different question. What happens if you don't have a say? What happens if what you want isn't what happens? What happens if the monster and you become one? And I only ask because, well, he pauses and then looks at Anaya. I know you have a way of somehow blocking some of my telepathic ability. Would you mind turning that off for one moment?
She reaches into her collar and pulls out a small chain that looks like it should hold like a brooch or amulet, but it is more like a cuff link that has been just hooked to the chain. And she removes it while grimacing. I think she's very nervous about what's about to happen. But she trusts you enough to, especially with your tone and your patience and the way you're looking at her, she'll remove it, but she'll say, please don't look too deeply.
No, I'm not intending to look at anything. I'm intending for you to look instead. And in a
All right.
blink, your vision shifts slightly, and you will see someone who's not as tall, a little shorter. You'll see from their vantage point, it seems like slightly shorter. You would see there's almost claustrophobia. There's walls next to your periphery. You can tell that maybe how dark it is. Some of the smell that's starting to echo through this vision or this mindscape seems a little not necessarily just dirty, just outside, almost petrichor energy. You can tell that you're perhaps in an alley and people are passing by. Just the entrance that you can see. And each time someone passes, a hunger echoes inside of you. Not for a buffet. It's not looking at these people as food, because you would then hear whatever rhythmic tone comes from the brain working, as they are focused not on the body, but the head. And it doesn't go away for a very long time. And that vision will be returned to you, your own. Working through the monster was the first step, and it was hard. Accepting and changing the narrative was the next. So, if that is a route you end up going down, you have at least someone who can try to help. I know firsthand what it feels like for change to come.
I think this has really opened her eyes a bit, because to her, Leo doesn't seem monstrous at all. He seems almost like elevated, like always floating above, having a plan, being ahead, being rational. And that's the opposite of Anaya. So this is having something feel so familiar, I think, is a huge relief in the saddest way. Like also having a hunger that you can't satiate, that you don't want to satiate, is something she can relate to in a very, very real way that she didn't know that you could. So I think in this moment, her hand comes up to yours with just a quick squeeze, and she'll say, then I'll take the first step. Which is what exactly? As she kind of like turns towards tea with you, and as her hand pulls back from yours, there will be a smudge of charcoal. That'll be the first bardic inspiration of the day for you.
Yes, ending with that. As you do that, he doesn't even realize that you've done that to him. I think in the same way, you may not feel your necklace get reattached to you, because he respects your boundaries. Then we go get some tea. Oh, first step. Well, technically, first step is not becoming the monster, but if it has to happen, that
Right, no, I was going, yes, I thought that was the prerequisite. Yes, okay,
Yes, yes.
first step after not, yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Tea, good morning! She's walking up to Winnie.
I think Marcus has probably gotten up and like started to make breakfast for everybody in the way
Big
that only
breakfast.
Marcus can. Big old
Mhm.
breakfast, because we got lots to do today, y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was so good.
Oh,
I think as
Hey, I'm-
soon as Ash joins
Better
the
work.
tea, she's gonna yell out to where Basu's throwing stuff into the air and go,
Yeah.
Basu, stop throwing things or else something is going to stay up there. Come on, come on, come on.
Really? And he like waddles over. Ball stuff. Could that really happen? Is
If
it
you
a
want it to.
density thing or oh?
No, if you think about it too hard, it'll.
You should try. I mean, you don't know unless you do the research.
It's very hard. That's like really, really hard. I've not been able to believe hard enough to make like a wrench stay up in the air that long, but I've seen people do it. You have
So
to
it's
feel
about
it real
belief.
hard. It's yeah, lots of feeling. Mm-hmm.
Just vigorously writing notes and just overall having a brighter disposition about the situation we're all in than he did before.
Thank you for tea. It is lovely. And just, I say mage hand, but nothing appears. A piece of meat comes over. You see the little
Bacon.
things open up. You see the lamprey mouth for a moment as he eats it.
I'm
I
gonna
was
make an
honestly-
executive decision, and it's definitely like it's that thick cut bacon that's got the like sugar crust on it.
Gib.
So it
It's
looks like
basically
that
pork belly.
the restaurant you guys are going to open are going to serve breakfast too, because you guys are killing it.
You know, we just have to save the world first.
That's all.
Marcus agrees because I don't have a Cajun accent in me tonight.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's totally fair.
I
That's fair,
understand that
Basu.
it's a real. There you go. It's in there.
Marcus,
Don't
can I
expect
ask,
too much on me.
Marcus, can I ask a favor while Winnie is talking about important things and you are listening? It's you don't have to answer because I know that you are busy, but we are going to be walking around a lot, and normally I would just get us food wherever we go, and I can do that. But you cannot eat it. But I think we can eat this, and you will be okay. So we should take some with us.
I can take as much as
well-
we need.
We're going to have leftovers?
We should have lots of leftovers.
I think you forget I was in the sewers for so long. Leftovers is not really a concept.
We should have all the leftovers.
It's not a concept here either, don't worry.
Boss has already been packing leftovers into these little metal tins that he
Gonna
stores
say.
inside Clippy.
I will
here's-
say somewhere out in the multiverse there is a journal being opened up, but it's not to write a sentence, it's to draw Leo's expression as the offer of leftovers.
Leftovers? Question mark.
That's a thing?
Well, here's my question, lore master / Lauren.
It's high.
The way I'd always figured it was the reason that you don't accept food or drink in the Feywild is because it can be extrapolated as a gift. That's the easiest way for someone to say, "Oh, you accepted something from me. I own your name now." Does that have to go with shit that we find in the woods?
I'm gonna leave that up to Cujo.
Make
Cujo's
me
Feywild.
a nature check.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Everything we've been eating so far is stuff we've brought from the material plane.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Marcus is cooking.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will help Winnie with this.
Oh, okay.
We will confer because every time I've been here, I've just eaten what I've been here. I've never really thought about it.
16.
I'd say that's enough. The thing with Fae is that the mundane and what in the material plane would be considered non-living could be living in here. So if you believe you're picking an apple from a tree and using that as the spoils of your gathering, you could be in a weird way being offered a gift. So
Depends
they
on the
always
tree.
say, just test the trees to see if they are living.
Yeah. Or what do you call it? What's the thing? Awakened. That's it.
Also, if a nymph technically resides in the tree, etc., etc.
That's
And
true.
nymphs
We are taking
are
something.
hard, Faye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll be something that like Winnie'll just. I haven't been here. Zash, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, because technically we find something, and it's not attached to anything. If it's a berry bush and it just happens to be a berry bush, that should be fine. But if it's a berry bush that a nymph lives in, then we're fucked. Or if the bush is aware, then we're taking something.
Or we just take a lot of leftovers from here, and then we don't have to spend a lot of time looking for nymphs and berry bushes.
No, you're right. Leftovers, rations, don't accept anything out of nature unless it's of dire consequence. And even then, I would ask myself or Zash first.
To be fair, I think I would regurgitate anything of the Fae that tried to enter my system. So I will do what you call leftovers.
Oh no, we have to just eat off of this bacon for the rest of our time here? It's hard.
I think Winnie pulls out a very small notebook.
You've been given like a satellite notebook.
Yes. I'm gonna confer with Kellen and Mishka when we get back. It's like, okay, here's what you missed.
Jesus. Rude.
Udazesh will also dig around in her pack, and she does have really disgusting rations. You know, those basic hardtack, like, oh, you got to survive. Here are rations, and say, well, if verse comes to verse, I got the bad things that'll keep you alive. So, I mean, we'll be out of here before we have to, do that. Well, you will have to do that. I'll just eat berry bushes because I'll be okay. But leftovers, we do leftovers, and then Winnie has like information. But I figured, yeah, leftovers.
Oh, yes. I spoke to our host. It seems I'm not the only one who's been touched by the coven. I didn't ask a favor in the way you might, but I asked that we keep an eye out for an Eladrin, someone called Seabolt.
Does he think the coven took them?
He knows they did.
Damn. So, okay, then first we're going to make, you have a potion or a poison for them?
We'll need to gather a couple of things. There should be a starfall pond. I don't want to say nearby because nearby isn't exactly nearby unless you think it's nearby. So it could be nearby.
In a way that makes a lot more sense than I thought it would.
They thought it was nearby.
It's giving like I started saying that and I was like, what in the Alice in Wonderland bullshit? Anyway.
Yeah.
What in the Carol?
But they thought it was nearby?
Mostly sort of directions are hard here, but not.
So we just start walking then?
Almost. They
Mostly.
gave a direction and they said it was close.
Yes.
Okay.
Gavin Winnie will point in the general direction. General direction.
In that case, I also think it's close, as he just says loud to the Feywild, thinking he's manipulating something that way.
Oh my god.
Extremely nearby.
The grin of joy and pride on Udazash's face, like is genuine, like teacher-student joy.
I think he's getting the hang of it.
Juxtaposed to the why are you so loud right now? Like I just we're all right here.
We're right here.
Right
What do you
here.
mean?
Just wonderful. And in the wonderful there is an echo as the telepathic bond is activated.
Oh, that wonderful was charged.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna pack it up and get our boots on the road.
As a
Okay.
quick reminder, it won't matter right now, but with my telepathic connection and how we've jerry-rigged this, if we get into combat, my telepathic, the things you can benefit from are only 60 feet today. Can only roll a d6. I'm at 6 on my 10. But outside of that, it's pretty dang heckin' long.
Got it.
So
Makes
if we get in
Okay.
combat, then I come to this play.
So, I will ask, even though I already know the answer, who is going to be leading the party through the Feywild to try to find this pond?
I'm just kidding.
Basu, did you want to? I could teach. This would be good teaching because starfall ponds are they're actually pretty easy to find. So do you want to like with me?
Yeah, I'll shadow you. He
Okay.
just gets up.
So
Come on, Clippy, keep up.
so
Understood. It goes 2% faster.
we're gonna stand at the edge of the woods, and Udazesh is gonna spend a moment and describe to Basu the what a starfall pond is, and basically go through out loud what she would mentally take the moment to go through herself. And it's not just the visual of it, it's all the senses, and then it's also like almost picturing it in her mind, the route she would need to take, and she says the word map, but Basu, you realize very quickly it's not a map like when Leo does the overhead map in all of our minds. It's almost like winding your way through a tunnel kind of map. And she then continues to describe a feeling of thinking about how it feels to walk through these woods and how it feels to have the cold on one side and the autumn on the other, and how it feels to find this pond and what it feels like to see the ripples of the water, and just in kind of an intricate detail. And then I'll do whatever it is that Cujo wants me to do.
With that description, I would like for you to make me a survival check with advantage.
Okay. All right, Udazash, I've given this description. I would really like you to like actually roll well on this. So please, don't let me down. Okay, all right. That's a 25.
Hell yeah.
Okay. With a 25, you handle this trek easily. It's as if the Feywild itself knows that you're here and knows that you're navigating. And as you are moving through, you catch sight of some of your favorite spots out in the wilderness.
I point
Tell
them
me
all out to
about-
Basu.
Tell me about a couple of them.
So over there, that tree right there, I have slept in that tree like 40, 60, 28 times or so. It's has a crook in it at the bottom that it's almost like a living hammock. And you can climb to the top of it so easily that it's almost like it's stairs. And the smell of it is, it's like autumn with apples and spices, but those spices that tickle your nose in a way that you almost want to sneeze all the time, but you don't actually need to. And then when you get to this one particular place at the top, you can see almost all the way out to spring. It is absolutely beautiful. And I've been up there and seen herds of just flocks of anything that you can think of. And maybe we'll go there if I need to find something that I can't find.
Wow. So seasons are locations.
Yes. Just like with Queen Mab, she is in control of winter, and when we are in summer, that is where Queen Titania is.
Ah, and that's where we're heading eventually.
Eventually, yes.
Right. Okay. This is really exciting. Thanks for sharing all this with me. I'm still getting the concepts and stuff, but things work so differently here, and you navigate them so easily, but you also navigate the material plane so easily. Was it hard to learn how to track the material plane?
Oh, absolutely. And it was hard to learn how to track here too. Like this is years of practice and learning and trying and failing, and I am the product of a lot of teachers and a lot of and probably a lot of times that I have forgotten now that I think about it. But yes, it is something that I am very good at, and I am very proud that I am very good at it, but it is something that is not something that came easily. It is something I have worked at and had very, very good teachers. So do not feel bad if it's not something that happens like today or tomorrow or sometime, because it takes time. And so after we leave, if you ever come back here, then you will already have a good head start.
Thanks, Uzash. And I know we're not supposed to promise here, but I know a lot of this journey is probably kind of hard. And if I can, I'll figure out how to come back here, and I'll grab you whatever you need. I'll figure it out.
You know, if you ever do come back after we leave, what I would like you to grab are lots of memories and stories so that I can hear about it.
You got it.
And then maybe also go climb the tree.
What's everybody's passive perception, real quick?
23.
22.
17.
Okay. There's something maybe comforting when memory is stated. There's a little breeze, just sort of caresses your cheek. That's all. So anyway, since nobody has anything to say, yes, I believe
Hi,
Omega.
hello.
Did you have something you wanted to say? I was just curious.
Season's greetings, distinguished panel judges. Memory, something I know too well, so well that I can modify it if need be. What was that?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah, but what was that?
Barnabas is gonna help me.
Right.
He didn't do it well enough.
He's the best around.
You're clearly not right now. You're lying to me.
I didn't sleep well. Don't judge me.
You don't have to. You're okay. Well, that's a 2 and a 3 on the die. So not what I would love it to be right now. Tim,
Bardic inspiration.
No, it's okay.
That's bad.
No.
No.
Sorry, not 10. 5. That's a 5. That's a 5. Yeah.
You reach your senses out because something was weird there. And it is infuriating because as you sort of try to sense any presences, any other minds or anything like that, nothing comes up. It was just a breeze.
A perfect segue. As this happens, because he, as Basu and Udajas are speaking, was walking next to Winnie. And I say walking because I think a part of him wants to do the natural floaty thing, but he falls ever so often and kid goes back down. It just gotten annoying at this point. So he's just going to sit for a second until he can regulate. After he just now woke up with no exhaustion.
Oh, valid.
So he's walking. And Winnie, with your massive insight, you can feel that he's like getting confused about something. To which he, Winnie, question. I want to say firstly, I've never, perhaps it's because your power comes from, by technicality, a divine source, even if it comes from the champion of a divine. So that makes sense, but you register as being one of this plane, this world here. And you've never given me the ick. I've never felt weird about being around you or Dizash for that. But here it's my question, long-winded question. What is Fey magic? What is it? Not the, oh, look, I make promises and that means I'm legally bound to do bullshit. What is Fey magic? How does it work? Because if I can know it and understand it, perhaps I can accurately counteract it.
You might be the first person to ever ask questions about the nature of not just who I am, but what I am. And there's a moment where when he's on her broom and she's just kind of bobbing along a couple of feet off the ground like she does. Although she's in the new gigs, so she doesn't have to side saddle it. Which is kind of nice. So she's bobbing along and she slows down and you can see the little wheels kind of spinning between her eyeballs as she tries to think on it. Because she's a charisma caster. Her intelligence is a 10. Leo?
It's so funny you said that. Because I was thinking the exact same thing. He's an analyzer. He has 0 charisma, so he's being more blunt than he wants to be. His charisma is also a 10. So we're doing opposite things.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So she's just if it's almost.
Because I understand the arcane, it comes from the Weaver. I understand the divine, it comes from people who call themselves above it all. I understand primal world, it's just Earthen, pride. I even understand what I do. It's just the lack of rules. This is also a lack of rules, but it's different because I still have rules and yours doesn't.
It's like a math magician and an artist trying to compare things. You're so right, bestie.
Yep.
It's well, I mean, technically, it's part of the weave because the weave is the basis of all magic, from what I understand.
Not true. Sorry.
What was it? It's will. It's emotion. This is a place where things that come from dreams and nightmares become physical because of the sheer fact that the belief is such that they simply exist. Stories and fairy tales and things that in the material plane most people would think are folklore are here and have place.
You see, Leo, in that description, in that answer, there's a settling of understanding in a weird way. The power that he wields in all ways, in many ways, is as raw, is as unstable, is as whimsical, but there's so many different layers and building blocks upon it to make sure you know this is just the idea of what if. And that is such a conundrum to his brain, but he looks over. So if what I do is the box, not necessarily what's inside, but the box, and what you do is anything outside of that box, perhaps I need to look at this at a different angle. I just want us to be safe, and I don't currently understand how I said no to Mab's magic. And I need to understand the how.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Leo, in the Feywild, there is no box. There is no spoon.
The cake is a lie.
I'm going to say, as you say there is no box, you can feel almost an aura or an energy around Leo starting to kind of... It's been very rigid. He's a very rigid person, and you can, even the net magic, there's a rigidity to it, but you can see almost a warbling of that what if. Nothing's going to happen, but it's as if he casts his 7th-level spell, but he's not going to. Okay. No box. No box. And you will notice, before he does, that he is floating again.
Just not going to point it out, because I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, the minute you realize it's happening, it's going to stop.
The worst part is he's absolutely still stepping.
That's clear eventually. So yeah, she's not going to say anything. She's just going to kind of glance and nod. anything that can be, will be, or will not be.
That I can agree with.
It is stasis and change.
Stasis.
Behind the group a bit, Anaya has been looking over her shoulder a little paranoid, like not taking the long rest so that she wouldn't endanger anybody has left her a little tired. And that creepy little guy that insists he is bound to her, she's very freaked out about it. So she even at one point turns around and just like fires a hand crossbow arrow off in to where she thinks she sees him. If she like she's not saying anything, not talking to herself. She's just certainly not the chipper Anaya that she usually is.
She's real twitchy.
Yeah.
Real twitchy.
Crappy twitchy.
I think if we would hear the twang of the bow or the crossbow.
For sure.
And Winnie like stops and turns, what?
Sorry. I thought at that tree there. I'm so sorry. I thought I saw something. It's nothing. I'm sorry. We can keep going.
You don't have to apologize. If you thought you saw something, you probably saw something. What did you think you saw?
I forget his name. Scoliosis Leonard?
Oh, is that the little guy? The one from the other day that you stole his sword and then threw his sword?
Yes, I don't think I quite got it through to him that I don't want to be followed.
That can happen here. There are beings here that are very insistent upon things.
It's a beautiful landscape. I'm still coming around on the people. Oh, why is he following us? Is there a way that is common to get people to stop following you? Yeah.
Kill them.
Right. She loads the grand crossbow again.
Would we be able, or at least with Winnie's ridiculous fucking insight, would I be able to pick up on the exhaustion?
And I leave that up to Anaya.
I think so. Like, she looks exhausted, and she has already said out loud that she did not sleep the night before.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we'd also heard that.
Oh yeah. I'm sure she would have said that over tea or something. She's not going to suffer in silence.
That's gross. That's gross.
I don't feel good, and it's going to be everyone's problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bitch about
dragging my feet at the back of the pack, whining about my tummy ache.
Listen, when you need coffee, you need coffee, and anybody
100%.
around you should know this.
Exactly. I do think, because that's my fault. I didn't realize that you would have said that out loud.
Okay.
I do think Winnie would have offered to greater restoration the exhaustion away, just so she doesn't have to be like.
Don't you want to save that for later? Like for when you really need it?
You need it now.
Seeing that,
Also something that I can get back on a short rest.
I would say Winnie would also remember that we have one stashed in the ring, so you don't have to use your spell slot right now. So it's up to you.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I can, or potentially Leo. The spell that we packed away for you.
Oh yes. Oh. I can. I think that's, especially if we're going after your coven.
Naya, I understand. And because she can sense that you're about to no, don't take care of me. You'll need it. Naya.
Yes, I can't. No, please save yourselves.
Naya.
She's saying no, but she's holding her hand out for Leo.
There we go.
Directly in front of him.
I couldn't possibly.
But I'm so small.
Ring to hand. Just. You actually see for a moment, not too much. I think there's a slight struggle because he's done arcane magic and he's done psionic magic. He's never done divine, even if it's been siphoned into the thing. So there's just a level of this is what you do?
There's little
it's touching my soul.
What is that? Why do I hear cherubs singing in my ear right now?
Why do I hear a Gregorian chant in the background? The fuck?
No,
It's the Raven Queen, though. Is it really Gregorian chant, or is it something deeper?
It's something dirgy.
Something dirty. It's giving DSE, right?
Right.
He had a phase for sure.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
But
is
feeling
not.
that, I think she smiles, and there is a re-straightening of her shoulders, like a bit of her zhuzh has come back into her stance, and she'll smile at Leo and say, "Miracle worker, thank you. I owe you 7 portraits of your choosing from any angle that you. Actually, I should probably choose the angle, but I owe you 7 portraits. I see. I'm learning. I don't accept gifts in the Feywild. So 7 portraits.
It was not a gift. I did not give you anything, technically.
You just gave me the gift of feeling much better than I was.
No, you made that narrative yourself. I didn't give you anything.
7 portraits, whenever you'd like them.
It also was her magic, which is the singing.
Okay, and 7 portraits for you. See, I will not be caught unawares. Portraits.
This is why artists don't get paid anything. They offer 7 portraits for a magical energy drink.
Thank you
For
for
magical
clearing
5-hour
up my
energy.
tiredness. 7 portraits.
Leo, Anaya is completely right. And Anaya, I think your price is way too high. You should bring that down just a little tiny bit. Start low. The negotiation is absolutely a thing here.
Oh, understood. Haggle. Oh, sorry. Not in that way.
When he just looks confused.
Oh my god.
Thank you again. However many portraits you would like. That isn't too many. And we are very nearby this pond.
I think
yes,
Leo and Winnie make eye contact. And it's one of those
I think she was in the sewers a lot longer than we think.
I think you're right. I think you're correct.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you feel wonderful. This is empty. If we need anything else in it, but that doesn't have that right now, of course. Oh, wow. Okay, seriously, the singing. Oh,
It's what?
You didn't. Do Illithys have better hearing? I don't know. It was like the music from the magic. It was just. Never mind.
Are you hearing the grass finally?
If the grass is in 3-part discordant harmony, then maybe.
Discordant, only when they're very upset.
No. We can float.
As you guys move on from this space,
I'm going to say one quick thing to Winnie, literally in Sylvan. Udazesh is going to turn to her as we're starting to walk, and she's going to go, when we meet our first actual Fae, make sure one of us does the talking. And by one of us, I mean you. And then she's just going to keep walking.
There's a deep, like she does that thing where it's like, head hang.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think in the telepathic bond, just point of interest, if something tries to have a conversation, come find me.
As you
Absolutely.
all-
Let Winnie do the talking.
No. As you all move on from this spot and continue towards the Star Pond, the camera's going to stay on this tiny little clearing for just a moment.
Ah, fuck me.
Did I hit him?
As
Sorry.
there is a whisper on the wind. 7 portraits, 7 portraits, 7 portraits, 7 portraits. A mighty sum. I should like one. And you just see a little bit of movement in those bushes following after you all.
Hate it. Hate it.
Otis Ash, the
You
grass
all-
is talking creepy.
Oh, this is, you guys have fully.
Grass is talking shit!
Henry Crabgrass.
How dare! How dare!
You all come to the Starfall Pond. And it is a picturesque scene, as this pond is really more of a lake. Pond implies something far smaller. This is gorgeous. And even though you're in perpetual twilight in this region, the sky is this perfect tableau of a cloudless sky. You see thousands of stars as you break through the tree line. You see multiple moons. And they shine and twinkle in such a beautiful way that you find that you could never grow tired as you relax along this shore. It is an incredibly beautiful sight before you. Almost in stark contrast to some of the more horrific things you've seen in your time here. This spot in particular, for those who have never been, this would be quite beautiful. The water itself is surprisingly thin. It's water in the sense it's liquid, but it is surprisingly translucent with just a hint of a shade as you sort of look to the more of the deeper spots. And it almost holds on to the reflection of those stars above as they shine over this lake before you. I will also say there are some extra small herbs that have sprouted along the shore for the discerning eye, aka Winnie, that could prove potentially useful if mixed into a particular potion. But welcome to the Starfall Pond. I ask, from a mechanical standpoint, I assume you guys are grabbing set water from Starfall Pond. What else are you guys taking a look around? Is there anything else that you wish to do while you're in this area? I don't want to take away agency as you come upon this beautiful sight.
I mean, when do you want the plant clippings? I want plant stuff.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, as long as I know that we don't have to do anything specific or be warned about or wary of anything specific when it comes to taking water or taking plants while we're here. That's all Udazesh is kind of doing. She got us, she was get us here and then unless there's something we have to do, like say thanks to the pond or something like that, she's just going to be on Overwatch.
Okay.
I think Anaya is setting up from her pack her full like breakdown easel and her rollout canvas so that she can paint the Starfall Pond and the brave adventurers who are going down there. So she'll be at like a not a far distance, but definitely like range, like 60 feet to kind of get the pond and everyone who may be going down, collecting herbs, whatever. She's trying to get like a landscape with them as the subjects for whatever they may be doing down there.
I will say for Udazash, while they don't show up all the time, there are sometimes a pixie or two that tends to linger around these particular ponds. And I would like for you, knowing kind of in your hunter senses and whatnot, I'd like for you to make me a perception check.
Okay. I'm not looking out for pixies. I'm looking for my friends. That's a 15.
Okay.
Can I offer help with that? Because I would also know what floats
Yeah.
around in the area.
That's fair. That's entirely
That'd be
fair.
great, because that roll sucked. That is not much better. That's an 18. Whoa.
Okay. We'll say an 18 is enough. That sort of camouflaged in the reflections of the starlight in the water. One particular pixie is slowly kind of weaving in between the small light waves of this water and slowly heading towards Basu.
Oh no.
All right. I'm going to quick enough that I get to Basu before the pixie does, but not so quick as to alarm anybody. I'm gonna get myself over there, and yeah. I'm gonna first. I'll say in common. I'm gonna say, Basu.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Just-
was just looking at the lake.
Yeah, keep looking at the lake and just be happy, okay?
Okay, I'll
And
try.
And then in Sylvan, I'm going to say, hello, can I help you?
As you say that, this teeny little mote of light lifts like just outside of Basu's peripheral. Like you can see something moving, but you were told to stay looking at the lake. Whether or not you choose to look is entirely up to you, Basu. But you do hear this little like as this teeny little pixie slowly rises, and they speak in Sylvan, and they say, "This one's hair is like the sun at sunset. Beautiful. Might I have a bit?"
This one's hair and the rest of them and all of these are under my protection. So you will have to ask me and them first, but I appreciate you asking.
Oh, and who are you to give protection?
They are my family, and I am the one in charge.
Oh, I meant no disrespect. I simply wished to see if some would be available. They're very beautiful. As they like this little pixie head turns and looks like right here at Basu.
Oh, I understand you meant no disrespect. A moment. And I turn to Basu and
He's just
say,
clutching his magnet shield. What do I do?
What do I do?
It's okay.
Anxiety sensor is increasing.
The pixie thinks your hair is very beautiful and is asking for some of it, and I'm not going to offer any of it, and do not offer any of it, no matter what they offer to you, okay?
Oh, got it.
Yes. I'm going to turn back to the pixie and say, I've let them know of your kind words, but they need all of their hair.
Oh, well, all right. And they sort of swirl around Basu once, twice, and then you watch as they, like, with surprising speed, float all along the waves of the pond. And you quickly lose sight as they camouflage themselves once again as one of the reflections of the stars above.
Survives my first deadly encounter in the Feywild.
I don't correct that note because depending on what that pixie wanted that hair for, yeah, I'll kind of stand for another second or two, watching. Okay, they might be gone for the moment. We'll see. I'll try to keep it a closer eye.
What
Are
do
you
you-
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What do you think they wanted with my hair? What could someone? You know what? I don't know if I want to know
You
what
know
someone
what?
could do with my
That's a
hair.
question for after we have left the
Yeah.
Feywild. Yes.
Got it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's for later. And Uda's actually just like continues to smile at you, and yeah, you can probably tell it's one of those like she just doesn't want to answer that question right now. She's enjoying the fact that you are happy and doesn't want to ruin your mood.
Yeah, Basu, he looks over at the lake, you know, where the pixie has disappeared, and he's holding his magnet shield with there's gnomish inscription on it, and he's holding that part face up, and he just slowly whispers to himself, I wish you could have saw this. And he walks away and joins Udazash. Kind of sticks a little bit closer to Udazash, knowing he just encountered something potentially dangerous.
As you all successfully gather together your first ingredient, along with some bonus herbs, which, Winnie, in case you would like to mark this down, can be made into a potion that would grant one use of the light spell. As you all... Oh, go ahead.
I will say, just because it's polite, after taking what is required, Winnie will leave a small tray with a heel of bread and a big old dollop of honey.
I love that.
Because that's what you leave for the pixies so they don't take your shoelaces.
Yep.
Or my hair.
Or anyone's hair. Or toenails. Or literally anything. They will just take your eyebrows.
Yep. Mhm.
Well, that's a nice nose. Thank you.
Mhm.
Just completely gone.
Yep, that's exactly how shit do around here. So yeah,
Yep.
when he's gonna leave the appropriate trade-off for taking something from an area that is known to be infiltrated by pixies.
Okay. Well, that was the easy one. Well, medium one, if you will. I will also say, as you have been traveling through, and especially around here, I will say that the berries that you are also searching for are also here. They are.
Yay, Feyberry.
This is a pretty beautiful spot, and wherever there is beauty, those tend to grow. Now comes the final piece. So, I would like for I will say between Winnie and Udazash, I will need a history check.
I will help you. I will super help you.
Oh,
With-
Jesus. Remember how I said my intelligence is a flat 10?
Remember-
So that's...
Mhm.
Yeah, mine as well.
Fuck me.
Mhm.
Oh!
Bossy was like, nope, they're taking my hair. Nope, I gotta
I'm
go.
out.
Take my hair!
No.
Shall I get the Chronicle, my love?
No, it's not that bad, but it's definitely an 11.
Okay.
Super Int Bros.
Help me.
Yeah, you see the two of us like conversing, and Udazash is like, I know what it looks like.
Tony, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Sonny?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I was
Sorry.
like, no, you're good.
I spiked and then like I caught up to all your stuff over and
Oh,
over.
that's
Oh,
wild.
I'm good.
Heard.
Oof.
Jesus.
I'm good. Yes.
You see the two of
what
us
are we
talking.
improsing about?
Yeah.
The 11 that Winnie got.
On
Jesus,
history.
yes.
Help me.
Yeah.
Help me,
absolutely.
Jesus. Help.
I will do a flash of genius to add a +5 to that.
16.
And I will do a whatever the hell I call it because it's a thing that I can't find right now. My telepathic bonus. 8.
Hey.
That's better.
Anaya, you also seemed to wants to offer something as well.
I don't think I'm needed, y'all.
You are
You're always needed.
Anaya, you are always needed and necessary.
I appreciate
Yeah. That was the part that got me.
That's what I meant. No, I was going to do something different if it failed to, so that we could still get the ingredient. But I think I mean I don't have anything to add to this. Per
Okay.
se.
That's
I will say-
certainly a 24.
24. This is good because before you totally know where one of these trees is going to be. And then you kind of sat with it for a little bit. And then the memory kind of got a little hazy. However, with a 24, between the both of you, you do know where one of these trees will be. And between the two of you, I would like for you to describe what this scene looks like. Where would you find one of these trees?
Well, I've gotten to describe a couple things. So Laura, why don't you start?
Okay. So moon mist trees are what would we call it? I would call it similar to a willow. Tend to be found near moving bodies of water, so not anything that would crop up by a starfall pond because they need that motion. The water needs to be moving and constantly refreshing, or maybe like a wellspring or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And similar to the starfall pond, the bark and its trees have that certain fait je ne sais quoi, where you look at it and you think, oh, it's a willow tree. It's the silvery bark and those long draping branches and the leaves that have that fuzzy silver on the other side, until you realize that the fuzzy silver on the other underside of those leaves sort of shimmers past the physical bounds of the leaf, as if the leaf itself is coated in mist. And if the tree is big enough, that mist will sort of encase the entire base of the tree.
I think this is also one of those. It's one of those trees that is a singular tree. So it's there's no other trees around it, so that when the mist happens, it's, especially since you find these on the border, so it's almost like a twilight area. So when the mist happens, it's eerie, and there's a lot of creatures that won't go near it because of that eeriness and the sparkliness and the mist and everything. And then it's just this singular tree by the rushing water. So it almost stands out. And a lot of times in the Feywild, the more you stand out, the more dangerous you are. And that's also kind of its protection. It's the frog that has the bright colors, even though it's not poisonous. It's it's flashing all the warning signals of don't come near, even if it isn't maybe that dangerous.
You all venture forth and come to see this tree. And even though it is very eerie because that mist clings a little bit to the ground and the surface of the small sort of bog that's around it, that shimmer of the moon, it's like it's constantly in breeze. There's just a shimmer through those long leaves. And upon approach, there is a voice that emanates through that mist. I would like to know exactly what deal could be made for me to get one of those portraits, if possible. And as the mist sort of clarifies, slowly appearing into view, very much matching the description of if you stand out, you are dangerous, is an individual that is it's more dryad than anything else. This looks to be a plant being. Their limbs are the dark green mottled roots of a flower, and their visage is very beautiful and very catching, as it almost looks like these large flower petals have sort of coiled around their limbs and sort of flared out at the bottom in just a way where it almost looks like a beautiful gown made of these midnight blue petals. And their head, almost alien, a little bit Groot-esque, sort of extends up and stands regal, as it looks like their face and their skull is the bud of a flower, as it sort of opens just a little bit at the top, and you can see more of that blue coming from within with a little bit of a glow behind it. And their eyes emanate a amber glow to them. No pupils, no irises, just these sort of perfectly circular orbs of amber as they slowly materialize through that mist before you all. And they are looking right at Anaya. I am a purveyor of art and creativity. I would love a portrait of myself, should one be offered.
In the telepathic bond, you will just hear, Anaya, be careful.
Will she though?
The thing is, Anaya has that necklace on.
Oh no, she put it.
And so she didn't hear in the earlier mental link when everyone said, just let Winnie talk, no one else talk if they're offered.
Oh fuck! I
And so-
forgot about the necklace.
I hate this. Anaya,
Joe, this is rotted.
Mm-hmm.
Anaya is giddy and thrilled. So you've had of me.
Oh, your exploits with canvas and charcoal
Oh.
and other
Stop.
such art material is very well known.
In the telepathic bond, Vinny.
Anaya takes a step
Vinny,
forward.
Vinny,
and says, a portrait.
Winnie's gonna whoosh up next to Anaya and just very gently place a hand on her shoulder in a way that is very much, shut up, stop talking.
And she looks up at Winnie and will like not pout, but like look confused. She's like, no, it was going good. This could get us the thing we need so easily. Like if all I have to do is paint something and they give us the thing, isn't that what we want? So she looks at you confused, but she is going to, like, she gets the hint. She knows when to stop. And she'll shut up.
Oh my god. Cujo, do I know what the fuck this is?
You absolutely can make me a nature check if you would like.
Can I also make a nature check?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I do a history check as a learned individual to see if, like,
It's a 19.
Okay.
dirty 20?
22.
Okay. This creature would be considered on par with some archfey. This creature shouldn't be here. This is a summer creature. And yet they stand before you in Twilight. This individual lords over the very concept of beauty in Fae. And I would say, with those roles, you would identify this individual as being Nymeris Petalfall. A very devoted servant to the Queen of Summer.
Is Titania the Queen of Spring, or is she both?
I
We
think there was
could-
mention that we did all four as different royals.
We could have Oberon. Depends on how fucked up we want that relationship to be. Because if Titania is the Queen of Summer, that would mean Oberon is the King of Spring.
I love Oberon, by the way.
fucking love him.
I am an Oberon apologist, and I don't care. Continue.
Mhm.
I love Oberon. So much fun.
Oh my god.
Titania is Queen of Summer, and because I love tea, Oberon is the King of Spring.
They're so fucking messy. Oh my god,
And-
they are the messiest couple.
They are the stories. They are the soap opera of the
Love
of
each
they're-
other
It's
so
so
much.
soap opera.
And
Okay,
until
so-
they don't.
Oh, and then they do again. Nymeris is devoted to Titania.
Mm-hmm.
In the telepathic bond. Oh, how much did all of you tell Udazesh about Puck? Because she saw Puck. She knows Puck was around. But did y'all tell tell her that Puck was there to like keep an eye on you for Titania at any point?
I don't see why we wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in the telepathic bond, careful. This one may have been sent by Titania as well. Especially if they know already about Anaya.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Chronicler, with that roll, would I be able to suss out anything of their, besides being arbiter of beauty? Am I able to suss out anything about their proclivities, what they consider to be an insult, that kind of thing, or would you like an insight roll for that?
Give me an insight roll. I mean, so I can stall, so I can think of a couple.
Classic.
$24.
With a 24, I would say that their perceived insults would be communication in base terms. If you are speaking with somebody, it is an opportunity to spin poetry. It is an opportunity to be.
I am so glad it is Winnie talking and not me. Oh,
God, they want prose.
Oh crap.
Okay.
To say out loud to you as out of character, if this is a thing and there's a need for help, Leo is a noble.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very easy cadence if you need assistance. So right now, Leo doesn't know all that.
Oh boy. Okay. This is also Laura panicking because as much as I like to play high charisma characters, my charisma ain't that great.
You are perfectly
Same.
Disagree.
Oh, okay. So it's thinking. I'm panicking. I'm absolutely fucking panicking right now. For someone who loves the Feywild, this shit freaks me out. When he comes down from the broom, and she's not wearing her skirt anymore. So it is this beautiful, like, flourishing bow, but she does not take her eyes off of them because that's dangerous.
Nymeris will meet the bow.
Mask, femme, can we tell?
They don't really seem to identify as either.
Got it. In that case, we're gonna gender neutral it and Master Petals fall. I have heard tales of your exploits and your love of all things rare and beautiful. Your taste is legend.
Mine heart is warmed by such honeyed words, for you do speak truth. My eye for beauty is unlike any, and thus my offer and interest is piqued.
It seems you are aware of our compatriot and her uncanny ability to capture the joy and beauty and even the sorrow of the world around her. Tell me, is your queen aware as well?
The Queen of Summer is aware of many things. aware of certain materials to be used in such a beautiful tableau of the world around oneself. Aware of thy plight. Aware of thy quarry. But it is I who approach thee with such an offer, because it is I who knows of one that you miss.
Any tips her head? And is this information what you wish to trade, fair Petalfall?
Aye. For a portrait of my divine self to be writ upon a piece of canvas for all in this land to see, I would bid thee that someone misses you and hopes one day, as they wander lost in the maze that is this land, that they would behold your beautiful face once more.
I hate this. I fucking hate you, Cujo. I hate you so much right now. I swear to fucking God, I am a 3-hour train ride away. I will kick you in the shins. Oh.
Do it.
Really quickly. And maybe it was just your choice of word, but in moments like this, that has me going, You said, he said they said their divine self. He's never heard the Fae in this moment refer to themselves as godly. Like having like being of that type of power. Silver magic is not divine magic. Just him saying divine has Leo going, wait, what? Ritual caster allows me to do a ritual once per long rest immediately as an action versus 10 minutes. And because I'm a scion, I only have to do a somatic component. I don't have to do a verbal. Could I try to quickly shift my hand or something and cast detect magic just so I can get a read on this person?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You see illusion emanating from this individual, where everybody else sees this beautiful dryad. You see something far more foul standing in their place. You can see features that are still strange and disproportionate and still somewhat vaguely humanoid, but you can see in this pose that there are 2 additional arms that sort of stand with their hands behind their back. You can see that there is something past this image of this individual standing before you.
As someone who understands this type of magic more than many, as I can also disguise myself, shift my form in the blink of an eye. So I think he understands illusions. And something I was going to talk to you later on about, mechanically, illithids do have true sight. I was going to ask, with the next level, could I finally get that and just have a gradual, whatever to it? But just, is there anything I can point out? Not saying I have true sight, but anything I can point out that's making me, what is this person? Even if I don't recognize them or know who they are. Because clearly is it still Fae, or is it, you're just trying to parse that out?
It is a creature of the Fae, but it is definitely not the caliber that Nymeris would be. As you peer at this individual, you piece together, unfortunately, what sort of creature this is, in that it's got multiple limbs and multiple beady red eyes. As you recognize this to be a spider kin of some kind that is standing before you in a vague human-ish form. And as you are sort of making this observation, some of the fingers sort of pluck at something, as you can see in that mist the teeny tiny, almost imperceptible reflection of light as they are plucking a web.
Winnie, in the bond. That is not their true form.
In the bond, as Winnie is... I'm not gonna monologue forever, Cujo. I don't
You're
have
good.
the mental
You're
fortitude
fine.
for that
You're
bullshit.
good. You're perfectly fine.
However, I'm going...
I really wanted at least for somebody who's in love with the Feywild, this bullshit. I at least wanted that.
Bullshit.
You're fine. You're good.
I hate you. So, what Winnie would like to parse out as she keeps talking in that roundabout iambic pentameter that Fae seem to be fond of, especially court Fae. With that knowledge, are we saying that this person is pretending to be Petalfall, or is this Petalfall's actual face that we're seeing?
They are pretending to be Petalfall.
Okay. Good. I feel less bad about what I'm about to say. Winnie has been waxing poetical this time, and in the bond, as she is dripping these honeyed words from her Fae tongue. Okay. Things like this don't often like when their illusions are shattered. We may want to brace ourselves.
If you give me 6 more seconds, I can know more.
Can I give him 6 more seconds?
I
Sure.
can. So, along those same lines, how long have we been talking to this creature?
Couple seconds. I would say definitely. I'd say probably two or 3 rounds.
I was hoping it had been a minute since we had approached.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll say it's been about a minute. That's fine.
Okay. So that means I have my hunter's insight. I can learn certain information about the capabilities of this creature compared to my own. So I know if they are equal, superior, or inferior in regards to the following characteristics: their intelligence score, their wisdom score, and their charisma score. And the DM might also decide that you might realize you know a piece of the creature's history. Which, now that I know that this is not, I'll let you decide whether I realize this when I think this is still Petalfall or when I am told that this is not Petalfall. But so my intelligence score is a 10.
It will have superior.
Yeah. My wisdom is a 16.
It will have superior.
And my charisma is a 12.
It will have superior.
No, that surprises me. And do I know a piece of this creature's history? And if I do, is it Petalfall or is it this spider?
I'm going to say, I actually like the idea that your hunter's instinct would pick up that this doesn't make sense that it's Petalfall. And I like the idea that your instinct tells you, oh no, it's not. I'll give you this. A lot of individuals who unfortunately get lost in the Feywild perpetually wander. They are locked in whatever desire had brought them here, and so they wander for eternity. However, there are some who are more simplistic in their punishments for those who wander into their realm. These are individuals who would find those wanderers, capture them, and feed upon them. So these are predators of the Feywild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are pretty common. It's easy to find and take someone who is lost. Yeah, in the telepathic bond, as this information is being shared, I will also share that information. This is a hunter of weaklings, of lost people.
Meadow.
And do any of us know that Anaya is not in the bond? We know?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd say it's common knowledge that Anaya, like, for instance, the only time that she was when you guys were in the Temple of Tiamat, and that was when there was a blatant understanding, I'm going to let you guys in to do this. So I'd say yes, it's known.
Yeah.
Winnie, is there a point in where you pause in your flowery talk?
I think so. There's a moment where I think it sounds like Winnie is about to start naming terms. And as she does that, Anaya, you will just feel on your shoulder where her hand still is. She starts tapping dash, 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 dot, 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 dash, dash, dash,
My name
dot,
is.
dot, dot.
And she's just saying it to herself. She doesn't say it out loud. She just kind of like perks up, and now she knows to be alert. Someone's
it's very
communicating
much-
with her in a way that
Yeah.
she can understand.
Danger,
'Cause she
danger,
has
Will
been,
Robinson.
like moving from foot to foot, just like waiting to get started with the painting as you like talk like you've never spoken before to this thing. And suddenly she's being let in, and she stops. As she starts getting the message and understanding, she stops going side to side
In that moment, as
and
there is a
stands
moment,
up straight.
yeah, as there's a moment of silence, Udazash is going to speak up, and what you hear her say is directed at Anaya, and it is also with like everybody else in mind. and she says, this could be a fantastic honor from one who is very well known, but you should think on it very carefully and take your time. Take as much time as you need. Very much time. Which is thieves can't. For this is not the person you think they are. Shit's about to go down.
Yep.
And hopefully that was 6 seconds for Leo.
Yeah. Did we give Leo the 6 seconds they need?
You guys vamped enough.
Basu just sat there wide-eyed the whole time, just understanding there was tension and just very confused on like, who's this person supposed to be? I don't know. Well, they're not that person. They're supposed to be someone else. I don't know. And just sitting in the unknown, like, let me know when I have to hit somebody.
Which means I will be spending a psionic energy dice to cast Detect Thoughts without components or concentration. And they do not know that the spell is being cast, nor if they fail it.
Nor.
Nor.
You hear and can perceive thoughts that do not match the voice of this individual that they are pretending to be.
More for my children to feed upon.
And you pick up that in this mist, there are many more, smaller, and all waiting to feed.
We thought we weren't going to get into combat today.
Then
Keep vamping, so we can prep for that for next week.
I don't know about that, fam.
No, I know.
Then, because of the circumstances and honoring the utter ick and knowing there's a bunch of icks surrounding us right now, wall of force around the party.
Ooh. I'd say with that, we're going to go ahead and take our 10-minute break.
I'm like, we need more time, clearly. Like, what is that? And we about to get jumped.
We about to get jumped, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna bust their bubble in a second, but let's take our break and we'll figure that out.
Okay. Well, to those in chat, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Get yourself a snack, get yourself some water, take your medicine if you haven't. We'll be back in about 10-ish minutes. Be right back, everybody. And welcome back, everyone. Also, hi, Raiders. I see you. Also, shout out to Retail Ret and Alana Tedman and Gemini Child 34. Welcome to the channel. Love you guys.
Hi, Taylor.
Yes, we see you, chat. We see you. So, we can count Lauren's freckles. When last we left our second chances, they were standing just, I would say, maybe 50 feet or so from one of the moon mist trees that they had been looking for, so that they could complete their concoctions. And they had encountered an individual masquerading as one of the summer court members, and a being of pure beauty. However, through some choice abilities from our resident scion, they managed to identify that this individual, along with the use of detect thoughts, is a spiderkin creature of some kind. And that in this mist that surrounds this tree, there are many more. So, right before we went to break, Leopold cast Wall of Force around the party. And that definitely makes the image of this fae before you twitch just a little. Winnie, I believe you're going to say something.
We've got Wall of Force up.
Yeah, as they kind of choom around us, though slightly translucent, not really visible. You can all see like the heat wave where its edges are. Sorry, that's wrong, and I can tell that it's wrong. And it wants us in telepathic.
Okay.
Anaya
Sounds-
begins to take out her easel because she can't keep expecting Winnie to just like keep talking. So she's going to actively, she didn't agree to anything verbally, and she's just pulling out her easel. But she's starting to set up with like canvas and whatnot. And she's starting to actively look like she needs a moment to get ready to begin painting.
Wait, we determined that this was a thing. Hold on. Winnie's going to, oh god, this is gonna be gross. I'd like to apologize. Does anyone have issues with like fingernails, that sort of thing?
Go for it for me.
Sure, go for it.
We all just brace for impact.
Yeah.
Yep. So she lands and sort of like puts her hands behind her back and winces as she pops a thumbnail off. And I would like to activate that as an eerie token. And as Anaya is preparing, I'm going to just sort of pat her on the hip and drop it into her pocket. Because we've determined that that is enough to pass. The magic of an eerie token is not the same as divination magic. Therefore, in your head, Anaya, you can hear Winnie say, "It's got someone else's face on. Spiderkin. Brace yourself."
This is so creepy. It's very
Hagborn, baby.
Yeah. I cannot speak back, but I can hear you.
It doesn't say. Hold on. This is a
I'm
weird
going to
one.
say it's going to have, I'm just going to make a ruling. It's going to have the same rules in that you can apply to this message. Same restriction, 25 words or less.
It's
Great.
It's silly. It's badly worded.
She doesn't say anything, but she lifts her hand to do like this and then gives a little wink. And when she opens her eye from the wink, Cosmo is turning in her skull, giving those like starry, kind of like a crystal ball or paperweight, like glass paperweight, just turning. And she's activated Cosmo's true sight. So now she can see what everyone else has seen, and goes, "Perfect, lovely. Hey." Stretching out the canvas and pinning it back. And she will respond to Winnie in her mind and say, "I can get the bark and leaf without it noticing. Not through the wall of force." And that's all I can send.
Okay, so in that case, Winnie will tell Anaya, stand by. And then the others will hear Anaya can potentially get the bark without being noticed.
I think Sorry, I I think Basu is sitting there being really nervous and like pulling on Udazash's like tunic because I don't think that Clippy is in. I think Clippy always drags behind, and I think naturally because he hasn't built Clippy, that Clippy is going on an automatic function and going towards the tree in the background. Like past this image, you just see Clippy's little rovers going with his little towards the tree to get the clippings because that's what he's originally programmed to do.
Oh no.
In your head then, Basu, what is Clippy doing?
I don't know. I can't give him any commands in here, and I think he's just doing a normal processing functions.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I have no stat lag for Clippy, so whatever you
drop
do.
the wall of force. This is bad. This is so bad.
Are you dropping it?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, you should. Drop the wall of force. Save the familiar.
Okay. Let's see how it responds. They respond. And then if we need to go save Clippy, I will kill this creature very quickly. Because Udazash is all confidence.
I will
believe
relay. I'm going to relay that to Anaya in the eerie token.
You see as like just over the canvas, Anaya's gaze slowly following Clippy. Like in a
It's
panic.
very much. It's like a. Wait, hold on. I have something.
Oh,
Kujo had to leave to go get it.
Kujo, come back!
He'll be right back. He's just getting it. No, don't worry. Just give him a second.
Conjuring.
This shit is dumb. It's dumb.
Right
I
back.
don't understand. It's not my whole internet. It's just Video Ninja being like, no.
Nah.
Yeah, you just had to leave to go get the thing. Now you're back. It's great.
Yeah.
You just see the equivalent of.
Like your Roomba's going off.
It's the Roomba.
I love the idea that there are 3 billion little tiny spiders who have never seen like an automaton or anything that are all like cocking their head and watching this thing going, what the heck?
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, at the very least, the confusion might buy us a little time. Just being, what the fuck is this thing?
I love the idea that Cosmo's true sight, like you can see through the majority of the mist, and so you can see hundreds of smaller versions of the creature before you.
Sorry,
But similar to what Udazash said, they're all of them are. They're not moving. They're not approaching to attack. It's not fleshy. It doesn't seem to have the same properties as somebody that they could like do anything with. So they're just watching. Very sort of stunned. I will say that the one in the lead, there is this slight falter in their confidence as they're also like trying to remain regal, but then there's definitely a
fuck. Just brief distraction.
do they notice the wall of force? Like, what's their reaction to the? Yeah.
They definitely keyed in, and they will say, such a decision to raise thy defenses when I come to you with nothing but an offer, an exchange of information, an exchange of words. Some would consider such an act as an insult.
It's true. Mounting a defense with no seeming reason would be an insult to most. But I would think, in response to a false face being presented, such a response would be warranted. Does the queen know you wear the face of her confidant?
I would like for you to make me an intimidation check with advantage, please.
I'm just
thank
going
you guys
to innately give you a D10 because the one who casts the spell and the one who can't be bothered to give a flying fuck about if this is an insult or not is staring that person down in full illithid form. So I'm going to add D10 on top of that.
And a flash of genius as well, as Basu is just looking crazy because he's trying to act natural while not freaking out about Clippy, but he just looks like this crazy little gnome behind her.
That is 24 intimidation as Winifred Fithiak, Hagborn, I think she steps up to the edge of the wall of force and squares her shoulders. And as she speaks, her head tilts. And tilts a little farther than is natural.
As you deliver this, there is a visible shudder. And the image fades with a breeze as standing before you is a humanoid with chitinous armor, with 4 arms that now sort of stand almost like they're waiting to either pounce or run the fuck away. Their 4 legs come down to small little points that sort of dig into the ground a little bit. As you can see, this thing is armed. And just as you could hear,
my apologies. Was not aware of your connection to the Queen herself. But now that we are speaking plain, I would like...
And as they start to lay down their offer, you hear a weird sound on the wind. This, as they go to speak, something soars through the air, something small that catches the light. It embeds right into the neck of this thing as they double over, and coming sprinting through the trees is another humanoid wearing dark leathers and bits of armor, bones sort of protruding from their shoulder in a makeshift pauldron, with dark locks that are pulled back impossibly long, with beautiful golden skin, as they are running towards this huge swarm of creatures, and they are screaming, "Prepare yourselves!" as they are immediately launching in to attack all of these creatures that are before you.
So we stay in here.
I'm casting Hunter's Mark on this imposter, and immediately getting the vulnerabilities and what's the things that I get from
Immunities?
Yeah, I get any immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities of this creature.
no immunities and no, well, I'd say resistant to like the charmed condition, given that they
fae.
are fae.
Yeah.
I will say that they are definitely vulnerable to fire.
Oh, of course. In the telepathic
Giggity.
bot. Actually, no, I don't care. Out loud as Udazash pulls her bow. It hits it with fire! And she's about to fire. She's just trusting that Leo's going to drop the wall of force because someone's already attacking this thing. She's going to join the fight.
Yes, but.
Okay.
It wasn't that he's not because he does not like whoever this is. Don't know your rules, don't know your courts, don't know your mama. I don't care. You tried it, and I heard you wanted to eat us, so you're gonna die. That's not the issue. It's this gladiator Hellraiser guy coming out of nowhere, hitting this person. His immediately turns over. Detect Thoughts is still on. No, it's not. No, it's not because Wild Force is up. Shit.
Well, but
Is Detect Magic still on? I don't think it is. Oh, no. Detect Thoughts is on. It doesn't require concentration. Who is this person? We know this place does tricks.
You detect thoughts. And what you see, and what you hear, and what you feel. It's like it's on repeat. There's a phrase. Find them. Find them. Find them. Find them. And it's a phrase in this individual's voice that is not uttered with a antagonistic context. This is not a vow of violence upon someone. This is not searching for an artifact. There's heartache. There is sadness. And as you focus, an image comes to your mind of a little Eladrin girl that this individual watched be taken away by a coven. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Drop the wall of force! Drop the wall of force so she can go hug him!
I am gooped.
No, drop the wall of force!
Goopiana. Yeah, it's gonna be down.
That point in purpose, chronicler. Does Winnie recognize this face?
There's this half helmet that they wear, something old, battered, most likely from some age long past. But there is enough of the face that is visible that you see his eye and the way that those locks are tied just so. That it takes a second, but you feel that weight on your chest as Winifred Fithiok, you see your father.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway. Good night.
Before we wrap tonight's episode, We want to give the floor to this incredible cast. Let them know who you are. Let them know how we can support you. And we'll start with Lauren.
You can support me by dropping the wall of force so Winifred can go hug her dad. Oh. Hi. Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff that I'm doing right here next week, where Winifred's going to hug her dad. I've been playing Udazash, the Dragonborn Ranger / Rogue, who is going to totally kill this creature who's been pretending to be someone else, so that Winifred can go hug her dad.
Hey, I did not see that coming. Whoa, the goopery that I feel in my spirit. Hi, my name's Omega Jones, also known as Cryptbart across all social media channels. I'm Leo. Wow. Next week's gonna be wild. And I'm very excited about it. That's good luck.
So I'm Meadow. I've been Meadow and hopefully continue to be Meadow in the future. Howdy, love, darling. Anaya. This is a lot. That actually just like fully reset my brain in a way I wasn't expecting. To me, Winnie doesn't have parent because Winnie is parent. To me, Winnie takes care of everyone. And so I was like, oh yeah, of course. Who took care of Winnie? And that's going to be a devastating question to get answered next week when Leo drops the wall of force. You can find me here. And then right after here on my own channel with Hexai, Swanless, and Wired. And on Wednesdays, returning in May on Forgotten Adventures for Fears and Fortunes, our finale season, which is going to be full of tears because finale season. And Tuesdays, I'll be returning with Bitten soon, and you know where that'll be. We'll be really loud about it as soon as it comes back. Thank you so much. Have a great night. I'm freaking wrecked about this. Okay.
Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they. I have been our celestial warlock, Winifred Fethiak, who is reuniting with her father. I take great pride in swinging curveballs like this at my friends at the table. Buckle up, kids! On Fridays, congratulations, you're here, you found me. This is where I am on Fridays. Most Fridays. There's a couple Fridays where I'm not going to be here. And why am I not going to be here? That's because I'm going to be in Los Angeles, because I'm going to be at Darkness Emergent. That is the premier blockbuster Vampire the Masquerade LARP, the official Vampire the Masquerade LARP from By Night Studios. I have been invited to be part of the content creator crew, so I'm going to be there showing you guys what it's like to go to one of these big-ass LARP events. We're going to be at the Biltmore, Los Angeles, and I do believe there are still tickets available, so if you want to come play vampires with me, check out darknessemergent.com. And if you want to see where else I'm going to be and what else I do, check out my website, lauratutu.com.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Tony Rodriguez, aka The Encounter Smith. Pronouns are he, him. You can find me anywhere on the internet, especially YouTube and TikTok, at Encounter Smith. I've been Basu Brightbolt, where Basu is getting very brave about being in the Feywild, but I am scared, and I'd like to stay behind the wall of force. I think Winnie's dad and Clippy got this handled. So find me here on Fridays and on YouTube for other stuff.
Is this my? Is this
Just
my
you.
cue? Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Cujo. You can find me all over the places at the Cujo Plays Games, or you can follow Chronicles for official show announcements, highlights, updates, that sort of thing. Our stream schedule, Wednesday nights, you can catch us for drift fishing, run by our beloved Lauren, who, oh my God, this game is so sing-song. It's so good. I love it so much. Go support Lauren. The episodes that have been broadcast are currently live on YouTube. So if you don't catch the live stream for any of our shows, go check out our YouTube, because all of our episodes are available on there. Thursdays, you can catch us for Sagas of Anima, which is our collaboratively built setting that we're running a Daggerheart campaign in. And oh my god, in addition to Daryl breaking his chair in the middle of the session, which was hilarious, we
Need a chair emote.
full like here on camera, and then he moved, and then he disappeared, and it was hilarious.
Honey,
We love him very
no.
much. We're gonna start a GoFundMe so he can get an actual chair and not just buy a bunch of folding chairs. I'm not kidding. He just has folding chairs. Anyway, you can tune in for that, where we explore an emotion-based divine pantheon, which is wonderful and also a little terrifying in some ways. Fridays, congratulations, you found us at Shadows over Baldur's Gate. And then if you're a fan of the voices of myself and Laura, what the fuck just happened to my brain? Of Laura and myself, you can go check out the award-winning podcast, The Road to Hell, a Hunter the Reckoning Chronicle, available on all of your podcasting platforms. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, and yes, we are going to be blowing up the socials about Bitten when it does return for season 3. But in the meantime, we're going to raid our beloved Meadows channel, who's broadcasting Hex Heist right now. So, because we love Meadow and we want to keep watching Meadow through into the night. But in the meantime, my loves to everybody who tuned in, to Dan Pixel, Danny R. Mendoza, to Many Faced Plays, Smoking Glue Guns, and Spunky Taylor Games. First off, thank you two for trusting us with your community. Thank you guys to the new follows. Thank you for the Eat the Wets. We need to hydrate or dihydrate. We love you. We appreciate you. Please be nice to each other. We'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Be good. Make good trouble.